Hello everyone. Welcome to day 2 of our online learning. We're going to continue working on sales and income tax today. You had Dr. Berger's version of it yesterday, and everyone has done relatively well on the Google form assignment. That was a good start. Today we're going to go over a few examples here, and then you'll do your HRW assignment that will be due on Friday. Again, I think it's between 10 and 14 questions. The usual assignment that you're very used to. So if you have any questions, I will be online all day tomorrow as well to answer anything you might come up. So the question we're working on is, how do you calculate sales and income tax? And after today, you will know that the answer is that we will multiply the percent in decimal form by the original amount. We do that both for sales tax and for income tax. So the next page, these will be available to you on your Google Classroom as well. The lesson vocabulary, I want you to be responsible for all of this. You may see it today, you may see it in future lessons. Remember that a unit price is the price of one item before its taxes. The sales tax is the tax paid on a purchase of taxable items. And remember, if you don't know already, most groceries and medications are not taxed, but almost everything else is, including services, are taxed. Gross pay, you will see this term, that is your income before any taxes or other deductions are taken away. So gross pay is the amount that you earn. Income tax is taken as a percent of the money you earned, and it's paid to federal or state or local governments as required by law. The percentages are defined in the law. Taxable income, that is the starting amount before any deductions are taken. This is the base amount used to calculate percentages to deduct. For the purposes of what we're doing, gross pay and taxable income will be basically the same thing. A deduction is money taken away from your gross pay for taxes or other items such as health care. Federal withholding is a term used. What happens is that the government takes money out from every paycheck, anticipating that you will need to pay them at the end of the year. So the money that they withhold from your checks may be more or less than the actual final amount that you're required to pay. But it is a tax ultimately. It is withholding in anticipation of the end of year tax total. Now, if you pay more in federal withholding than you owe at the end of the year when you finally do all the calculations, you might be getting a refund from the government. And that's what you hear people around April 15th wondering if oh good, my refund check came in so I can spend that money. If you paid more during the year in your withholding than you're ultimately owed, then you will get a refund. If you pay less in withholding throughout the year, you might owe a small amount to the government. So these are the vocabulary words I want you to be able to use. You can refer back to them if you see them and you can't remember in the context of the problems what they are. Here's a reference for you. Now let's go ahead and move to some examples. I'll work these through with you, and then these are the types of the problems that you'll see in your HRW. The first one is calculating sales tax. So let's start with a sales tax rate that is 6.25%, and we're going to complete the table to find the total cost of the purchase, including the tax. First thing we need to remember is that we need to convert this to a decimal, and 6.25% in decimal form is 0.0625. I noticed that on today's assignment, several students forgot the zero. If it's less than 10%, you're going to have a zero in the tens place. So 6.25% is 0.0625 in decimal form. Okay, so first item we bought, let's put the calculator out here, turn it on. So we bought 4 pieces of felt. Each of them was $3.50. Total cost was $14. We are going to multiply that by the percent of the tax, which is 0.0625, and we end up with 0.875. So let's round that up to 0.88. All right, now we're going to add 0.88 to 14. I don't need to use a calculator for that. That total for that unit is $14.88. The next item was glitter, only one bottle of that, so $2.99. Again, times the tax rate, which is 0.0625, and we get an amount of 0.1868. Well, let's round that up to 0.19, so 19 cents. Now, let's make sure $2.99, add to that 19 cents, and we get a total of $3.18. Okay, so far? Next, we are going to calculate the sales tax on the ribbon. We bought 3 ribbons. Each of them was $2.95. The total was $8.85. So let's go $8.85 times 0.0625. Again, we get tax of 0.553, so let's round down to 0.55. So 55 cents. Let's add that 55 cents to the subtotal, which was $8.85 plus 0.55, and we get $9.40 total. All right, the last one is the paint. 2 containers of paint. Each one of them was $4.59. So the subtotal was $9.18. So 9.18 times 0.0625. And we're looking at 0.573. So let's round down to 50.57 or 57 cents. Now let's add that to the subtotal, 9.18 plus 0.57, and we get $9.75. So now we have the total of each individual item, but not the total bill. So the only things we need to do now is to add the 4 totals together to get the total cost. So we have $14.88 plus $3.18 plus $9.40 plus $9.75 for a total of $37.21. Okay, so that is how we calculate sales tax. Each individual item or the total, subtotal times the sales tax rate, and to remember in decimal form to represent it properly. All right, let's move on. Example number 2, we're going to calculate net pay after taxes. So a little calculation, and let's see how it works out. So Novac's monthly gross pay is $9,075. The federal withholding is a rate of 17.95%. Remember, that is a percent of the gross pay. Now, in this example, they've already given you the calculations for Social Security and Medicare. So the deduction for Social Security is $381.15, and Medicare is $131.59. So we want to find out what Novac's net pay is. What is he going to actually get to take home? So the first step, I did it sort of for you, is to calculate the withholding. So remember, again, can you see the calculator? Good. We have a gross pay of $9,075. We're going to multiply that by 17.95 in decimal form, so that is 0.1795. And we're looking at a deduction amount of $1,628.96. Okay, so they've already given us the Social Security of $381.15 and Medicare $131.59, and we add those 3 totals together and we get $2,141.70. That is the total deductions. I will write that over here in my space, in my steps. And the last step is to take the total of the deductions and subtract it from the gross pay. So that would start out as $9,075 minus $2,141.70. And that $975 minus 2,141.70 is going to give us a take-home pay or a net pay of $6,933.30. So this is Novak's net pay, and that is what he gets to take home every paycheck. All right, let's move on to the next one. We have 2 more examples to go through. Now we're going to use an income tax table. On the Google questions, I asked the difference between a table and a chart. Well, this is a tax table. This is what people normally will use to look up how much they owe. And this is how it works. So first of all, Thea has a taxable income of $31,286. Now that's her annual taxable income. She paid a total of $4,185 in federal withholding already throughout the year. And what we want to do now is find the tax due on her income. So will she have to pay more money or will she get a refund? So let's look at this. So step 1, find the income range in the table that fits Thea's taxable income. So she was $31,286. We'll come over to the at least column. She's greater than $31,200. She's greater than $31,250, but she is less than $31,300. So we are looking at this range for her. All right, see, $31,286 falls between $250 and $300. $286 falls between $250 and $300. So her tax amount, you just read it off the table, is going to be $4,266. Make sure you can see that. So in a tax table, you only find where your income falls between 2 numbers, and then you look at the final column, and that will tell you how much you pay. So she owes $4,266 total for the year. And she's already paid $4,185. That was up here in the problem. So does she owe more, or does she get a refund? So she's total taxes due, $4,266. She's paid $4,185, so she owes more money. And the difference is $4,266 minus $4,185 that she's already paid. So we are looking at an additional $81. She owes more. And this is how we use an income tax table, and how you compare what you have already had withdrawn or withheld throughout the year to the final amount that is owed here, and finding the difference. If you've paid in more than you owe, then you will get a refund. In this case, she owes just a little bit more than she's paid. All right, last example for the day. Is calculating taxes. Let's wait for that to stop being so fuzzy. There we go. Okay, so now Allie's monthly gross pay is $8,100. That, remember, is the starting point. She has a federal withholding rate of 16.74% of her gross pay. Her Social Security deduction is 4.2% of that gross pay, and the Medicare deduction is 1.45% of the gross pay. So we need to find each of the deductions and find her net pay. So step one, we need to find the amount in dollars for each of the different deductions. So let's do that. Remember, we're going to use the percents in decimal form. So let's see, I'm just going to write it here. 16.74 is 0.1674. 4.2 is 0.042. And 1.45 is 0.145. So we all have a clear understanding of the decimals. Now we are going to multiply 8,100 by those decimals. So let's do the first one, 8100 times 0.1674, and that is 1,355.94. Clear? Let's do the same, 8100 times 0.042, and that is going to be 340.20 cents. And the last one is going to be 8,100 times 0.0, I did that wrong, 0145, and that equals 117.45 cents. Last thing we need to do is add those three numbers together to get the total deductions. So we have 117.45 plus 340.20 plus 1355.94. And our total deductions is going to be 1,813.59. Okay, so all of her totals is going to be 1,813.59. Now we're going to subtract that from 8,100. 1,813.59, and we get her net pay. Let's just do it on the calculator. 8100 minus 1,813.59, and we get 6,286.41. That is her net pay for the month. So every month she will take home that much money. The rest of it will go to Social Security, Medicare, or to plan for her annual income tax. So those are the four examples that we needed to work through for the assignment. The assignment is going to be a regular one in HRW. It is due on Friday. Should take you the usual about 45 minutes to complete. If you have any questions, I will have the presentation posted on your Google Classroom under the references or the notes, and this recording will be part of the assignment to listen to. So thank you all, and let's see if you have any questions. I will be here at school online from 9 to 3 and probably before and after that as well. But feel free to ask me questions. I would rather hear from you. If you get 3 wrong in a row, for instance, give me a call or send me an email, and we'll work through what's going on before you spend all your time on other problems. All right, good luck, and I will talk to you again on Friday.